no secret the TTC is always overcrowded and at or over capacity during rush hour. I'm Natish Basono, and if you ask anyone who's ever traveled along Line 1, they'll tell you it's never been this bad before.
It's overcrowded. I was actually coming home from work the other day, and the line was closed between Union and Bloor, both directions, both lines. So I had to take the streetcar. It's a nightmare.
Please remember to respect one another and do not push.
It's an all too familiar story for TTC riders. Overcrowding is at its all-time worst, and a new report from the TTC shows some startling numbers. About 30,000 people travel southbound from Bloor Station per hour, and Line 1 is near or exceeding capacity for a 90-minute period during the morning rush hour. In fact, Line 1 from Finch to Union Station is the busiest section, carrying 450,000 customer trips per day. Little more than a decade ago, it was a much smaller problem. Overcapacity issues only existed at 3 stations. Now the problem has nearly tripled. One of the solutions the TTC is looking at, changing the fare during off-peak hours.
If there's no space for you on this train, I do apologize, but stand clear of the doors.
It's a good idea, definitely, but the problem is the overcrowding is at certain times, the rush hour times. So will that help those times? I don't think so.
I don't know about that because people still need to get around, so I don't think that's going to... I don't think it's going to change anything by much, if anything.
I don't think that would be a solution necessarily of overcrowding, because if off-peak hours fares are lessened, then I feel like there'd be more people taking the subway at off-peak hours.
For one advocacy group, the ultimate solution is the completion of one of the city's most anticipated transit projects.
What we need to do to fix this is to fund and build the relief line as soon as possible.
TTC riders will be handing out overcrowding relief kits to commuters starting at 8 a.m. on Thursday morning to raise awareness about subway crowding on Line 1, and asking people to contact Mayor Tory and Premier Wynne, and tweeting out pictures of their commute using the hashtag #Can'tGetOn.
So really, it's a call for action then.
It's a call for action. It's also recognizing that people are at their max. People are being sardined on the Young Line, and the province, federal government, and city need to step in immediately and commit to funding the relief line.
Now, the report will be presented to TTC board on Thursday, and that's when some of the recommendations will be reviewed. As for the timeline for the relief line, well, that won't be ready until 2031. Outside Dundas Station, I'm Natish Basono, City News.